Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of my Road to Final Boss series. So at the start I'm going to flash really quickly the goals of this series, and in this episode I'll be working on Zora kill count and Barrow's kill count, and I'll also be working on the Abyssal Whip, Full Guthans. I definitely want to finish off the Arty Cloak too in this episode, maybe finish off Full Void, and maybe I might just go for a Fire Cape and Torso, but we'll talk about that later on in the episode. Okay, so starting off this episode, here is the completion of Tower of Life. Only 2 more quests to go and then we'll have the ID Cloak 2, which will be nice. And now I'm either going to go back to Zora or go do the 2 other quests. Alright, so there we go with the Enlightened Journey quest. Now all I need to do is the Watchtower quest, I'm pretty sure, and then we'll be done with the ID Cloak 2, which is awesome. Also got 50 crafting from this quest, so now we can make ruby amulets, and that's about it. Alright, so Zora kill count 36, we got a loop half key, clutchest kill ever, look at the food and the hit points. And then on Zora kill count number 38, another really clutch kill for a tooth half a key. Alright, so my Zora tab is looking very good, and my trident has ran out of charges, so I'm going to go sell the Zora tab, and then we're going to go charge up my trident. Alright, so our Zora loot is looking really good, 1.5 mil, that should definitely be enough to charge my trident. So I don't know if I should put these scales in my blowpipe or not. 368k worth of scales is a lot. I don't really know if I should charge it or not. It has got 40% scales still, so I think I'm gonna sell the scales since they are worth a lot, and whenever it runs out I just put more scales in after some Zora kills. Alright, so all of our Zora loot sold for 1.5 mil, and now I'm gonna go charge my trident. So I forgot to price check the runes, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna keep them and put them in the trident. So the runes actually came out as 317k, that's awesome. They're all gonna go into my trident though. And also I totally forgot, but I do need Zora scales for the trident, so I probably shouldn't have sold them, but yeah, we just bought some new ones anyway. Alright, so it only ended up costing around 1 mil to charge my trident because I did have some leftover runes from Zora. So I'm going to charge my trident quickly. There we go, 2,500 total on the trident now. And now I think I'm going to go to Barrows for a little bit and maybe do some questing to get the Ardone Cloak too. Alright, so here we go with kill count 39 with my new personal best, which is 2 minutes 41 with the tooth half a key. So we got a D Halley on kill 47. From that kill we got around 350k alone. I was averaging around 100k a kill, so I decided to sell off my loot from Zora and go back to Slayer. So I got myself a black mask, I got myself a Sarah sword, and I was all set to get back to strength training through Slayer. Before we went to Slayer, I went for I think 1 or 2 Zora kills, and I ended up getting a D Halley again. Zora is really good money at the moment. It's my main source of money, so I do want to get Guthans this episode to make Zora and bossing a lot easier. Finished the Eyes of Glowfree quest because I did want a crystal source to boost construction, and I also always wanted to start rune crafting. Rune crafting is a great money maker. I don't know if it's as good as Zora, but I don't know, I kind of like rune crafting. But for Zora I needed a higher magic level. To get my magic level higher, I decided to alch for a fairly long time, got all the way up to 78. It didn't cost too much. I think it cost around 600k or so to get to 78, and that should improve Zora kills a lot more, which is awesome. So selling off my Zora tab once again. The reason I keep going back to Slayer is I need money for supplies, for armor, for everything for Slayer. And then we decided to do the Dwarf Cannon quest just so we could get a cannon. So I bought the cannon from the shop instead of actually getting it from the GE, because I did think it was cheaper in the shop. Turns out it isn't, but it'll make Slayer a lot easier, a bit more expensive, but this was my first time ever putting down a dwarf multi-cannon, which was really cool because I've never ever used one. I spent a lot of money on cannonballs though, so I spent at first 250k. I used them really quickly, went back to Black Demons and got a D med, which is, I don't know, it's pretty good. It adds money to the Slay tab, which is good. And then I realized my cannon had decayed at Black Demons. At this point I was really scared because I've never used a cannon before. I thought it just disappears. So I went back to Zora to just try and get all my money back and stuff, because I thought I had to buy a new one. Turns out I didn't. And then selling my loot from Zora and from the Black Demons task. But I ended up going back to the Dwarf Cannon place and I got my cannon back, which is awesome. Didn't realize you'd get it back for free, but you could. And then I did the Watchtowers quest, and that means I only have to do one more thing, and then I get the ID Cloak 2. And this is me doing it here, the medium tasks for ID Cloak. finally ended up getting it. I don't know why I put it off for so long, I just don't like questing in general. So here I am getting the Artie Cloak 2. That was my main goal of this episode, as well as trying to get Guthans. I will get a fire cape next episode, which makes this cloak kind of useless, but it has some nice prayer bonus, a good telly to an altar, which is awesome. And with the antique lamp, I really didn't know what to put it on, so I ended up putting on construction for some reason. I don't know, construction's quite expensive and click intensive, and it had to be 40 plus, so I couldn't put it on anything else. So I finished up my Black Demons task, went and got another one, ended up getting 146 cow fight. This task was good, didn't end up using a cannon for this task, thought it'd be a little too expensive. Got 63 Slayer for the Spiritual Rangers, so now I can get assigned Spiritual Warriors, which I will end up skipping all the time. And finally I got a Steel Dragons task, which is good because I did want to put them on the block list. And here it's kind of weird, I got a Vetchion task. Now I didn't know if the safe spot was still around, so I didn't know if I should put 35. I thought it'd be heaps good doing 35, but just in case I put 5 because I thought the safe spot did get patched. So I did end up skipping it because it did get patched. I was just getting killed way too much of Vetchion. So I ended up getting a Dagonoth task. So I went and killed the little Dagonoths. Didn't go to DKs for this task on Dagonoth Rex. Now I got Abbey Spectres. I did end up skipping it because I didn't feel like prayer flicking. So I just got Black Dragons. Killed the little baby Black Dragons, which was fine. It was easy. Got Bloodveld, then finished that. Got Dagonoth, finished that. And then got 138 Fire Giants. I think I do continue, yeah. 176 Hellhounds now, just doing a lot of Slayer, and here we are with a level. I don't know what level it is. That's right, 75 strength. Got me 90 combat. Don't think I realized at the time, but I did get 90 combat. And then I got 163 Dagonoth. Went back to Zoro for a little, still need to get that Guthans. Got a D med on that kill, and then got nothing. Alright, that's Zoro kill count 100. That is awesome. Never thought I'd get that far, so that's why this episode is quite delayed. Way more delayed than it should have been. Should be about an episode a week. This took 2 weeks to get out, just for the fact that I killed a lot of Zoro. Like a lot of Zoro. Takes about, I don't know, I can get 5 kills an hour, maybe a little less. Took a while, but this tab's looking good. 2 mil in the tab. That's good. I think my bank's at about 6 mil right now, so if I do sell my blowpipe, since I don't need it, I only need it for Zoro. And if I stop Zoro, then I can sell it fine. So I think I'm going to sell it, and I should have enough for Guthans. And then for Guthans, I can end up going to like Dagonoth Rex. I can end up just making Slayer a lot more fun and easy. So I sold everything. I sold my occult necklace, I sold my infinity boots, I sold my arms, I sold my loot tab, I sold my toxic blowpipe as well, and I finally bought myself a pair of Guthans. So happy when I ended up buying Guthans. Was very good feeling, because I've never used Guthans in 07 if you didn't know. Never ever have I used Guthans, but I kept my trident for stuff like Dagonoth Rex and stuff like Barrows. See, I don't really need the toxic blowpipe for anything at all. All I need it for is pretty much Zora, and if not for Slayer and stuff, I will be using the rune crossbow with broad bolts because they are quite cheap and they hit very well. But here I am, wielding the Guthans, got the trident on, ready to go to Dagonoth Rex. So that's what I'm gonna go do. Gonna go to Dagonoth Rex since I do have a Dagonoth task. Now I found out the other day I could use a black mask imbued, and that's the same as a Slayer helmet imbued, which means I could use range and magic with the Slayer helmet. This is where I'm going to end off the episode. Sorry this episode took so long to get out, and it's quite a short one, but the Zoro kills just took way too long. It was good though, it was heaps good. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. Should be getting around 1 episode a week, hopefully. I don't want to stretch it out too much, but I do want the episodes to be good. I don't want them to be like 5 minutes long with no content and just pushing out heaps of videos. So I hope you guys did enjoy this episode, and I'll see you in the next one.